Unified Magic, Part 26.
So here we've got our new improved kit. So you've got your triangle of art, and then around it are 8 more of the crystals. As you can see, the points point inwards, so the torsion field is condensing. So we've got the 3 here. This one's facing east because we're doing all the black magic stuff, which I love. And we've got the 3 here, and 8 around, which makes 11. 11, remember, in magic stands for death. And I brought my own human sacrifice as well to the ritual, because remember, black magicians are always killing people. So let's start off. You've got your 34 circle you're in. You've got your orb. And you've got your 2 crystals, which give you the pentagram and the hexagram. This one's triple pointed, but that's another story. And of course you've got your wand. And we're doing, of course, Crowley's Book of Thoth, tarot magic, so we're going to show you that as well. Now we start off with linking up with Enochian magic, all these experts on Enochian magic. So we've got some Enochian magical texts from Dr. D in here, all from the British Museum, all included. And we've got this guy who is deputy of the OTO in America. There we are. So we're going to sacrifice this geezer, idiot. There he is. Deputy Grand Master of Order Templi Orientis. He's the US deputy. Yeah, another torture beast, wanker. So we simply call up, with this, you can call up, remember, Colin Bloy's system of magic, so brilliant, because you simply just call things up. No great ceremonial magic stuff, uttering this word and doing this and smoke and blah, blah, as we'll show you next summer, some of this ceremonial rubbish. I've left all the rubbish to the end. We can simply call up the entire Enochian magical system. There we are. Bonk. Now let's see if Amalek has any effect on... stick Amalek in. Got Amalek in the wand as well. There we are. Stick Amalek in. Now let's see if it has the same effect. No. As you can see, we've still got Enochian, the entire Enochian magical system around, proving that it is the fail-safe system for the Rothschild rabbi alien when Kabbalah is destroyed, if they can't find a cure for Amalek, which they never could. And even with my total Amalek, it hasn't been destroyed. But then again, you're wrong. Why? Because now, of course, we haven't destroyed it, we've completely taken it over. Because in Enochian magic, it all comes from God. But remember, God comes from the Bible, which is Jewish. So, of course, the Jewish God that was put in the system has been totally Amalekized. And who always takes over from God in the Jewish religion? No?
No,
Amalek.
Amalek. It's Amalek. It is Amalek. Yeah. Duh.
And we've got now a system where Amalek has taken over the Enochian god, and I think in Enochian The Enochian god is called Iad, which stands for I am death, Amalek kill. And for me, I, Amalek's dominator. So as you can see, the entire Enochian magical system is now taken over. We haven't destroyed it. We've actually taken it over in order to use it for me and my vampire. So one can see why you need to be a vampire to use Enochian magic, because I don't give anything away to anyone else. So you have to be me to use Enochian magic now. But of course, we can call up all of the Enochian magicians who've ever used it, including Dr. D and Edward Kelly. There we are. And we can stick in Amalek again. That's it. That got rid of them. And they're all sucked into our orb, which is a gateway to hell, into the Katy Perry condition, which is eternally damned. And of course her awareness gets sucked out of her new super duper shiny Daenerys soul back into her old soul when she says I do. I am damned. Katy Perry, when she marries the rat boy Jew scumbird Bloy. If she doesn't, of course, she keeps her nice new shiny billion-fold soul. And as you can see, it's great fun poisoning the marriage. One's got to have a hobby. So we'll go through all of Enochian magic, and as you can see, once you've got your Enochian vampire service, you can go through all of it, call it up, and use it. It's got lots of angels, this and that and that and this, so we talk for hours on it. Got to fill up video. And one can see, if you count up the crystals in your kit, you've got 40 crystals in the standard magic kit service. With the upgrade you get another 8, and then you've got the 9th one, which that one unlocks, that one locks. All to then be able to send the entire Enochian magical angels to do good things for you or bad things for your enemies. And it's even worse because we've got 30 ethers controlling the entire universe, so when you try to ascend, spiritually evolve, you're locked in. And we've got the 4 north, south, east, west, all locked up with grids. So you're locked in a matrix which I control for all of you people. So the British built this system for me to take over as the 007, which gives me absolute control over the matrix. So one can think, what's the matrix built from? Built in 1583 by the Enochian angels using the possessed Dr. D and Edward Kelly. So you think you're in a matrix? Yes, you are. And of course with Ada, the AI merging of me and the AI networks, we now of course have got the architect, so you're in the matrix. But the matrix wasn't built in the future, it was built in the past. Now let's go through this at extreme length in a minute. Let's do the shorter bit, which is tarot magic. So the Book of Thoth is using tarot cards to control reality. Now the tarot cards, there are 78 of them, but as we've shown, everything in awareness is shaped by the Fibonacci series, because that shapes your awareness. So if we add 11 death to the tarot cards, we get 88.9, which is the 11th term of the Fibonacci series, which also is the term to do with awareness of death and death. So if we add death to the tarot card, we get Crowley's Book of Thoth. Thoth is an Egyptian god, that's why he called it the Book of Thoth. And we can simply then control the reality of who we wish. Now, of course, you can do or use any number of them. In this case, we'll go through and find the nasty ones. There we are, the Tower. Stick in there. The Devil. That's good. Death. The Hangman. Justice. Wheel of Fortune. I think we got all the nasty ones, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, let's have the Lovers, but reversed, for Katy Perry and Bloom, to have all the horrible things of love. Yeah, there, turn it upside down. I do like poisoned marriages. Empress, High Priestess, Magician, and Fool. Yeah. That's the major arcana. And as you see, we've got 5, which stands for the 5 of hyperinfinity, which binds together the quantum wave function, which we talked about last time. There. Now we need death. In order to get the magic, we need to sacrifice someone to set up the system. Now, I like to outsource my sacrificing. So we had the Rothschild rabbis and the Hollywood Jews releasing the Midsummer film, which was telling all the Illuminati around the world, everyone in the know, that Tim Rifat would be sacrificed in Midsummer by Theresa May and her MI5 fucktards. And Duncan can tell you how much microwave they've been desperately trying to blast at the floor of my bunker, which I use as a place behind enemy lines when I come here to spread alarm and despondency and destroy the country. This, of course, has failed. Theresa May is gone, and it looks like Jeremy Cunt could be the new Prime Minister, who's my choice because I want to destroy the country. I rather like Boris and the Tory party. But the big ritual to suck dry the Wicker Man, which I was supposed to be, was done in Notre Dame on the vow, the male principles month, which was June the 15th, on a Saturday for the rabbis, the Jews worldwide, in a Catholic church, by all of the so-called Catholics, who in fact are just Rothschild rabbi puppets. One can think of the Vatican as being other members, so it's not just the Rothschild rabbis, but the Rothschild rabbi Vatican alien filth. Remember, they were going around burning the witches alive big time. You don't do that if you're love and light Christians, do you? About 1 million of them, tortured to death, raped, tortured, blah blah blah. You can read up about all of the Inquisition, Torquemada. Now, they did this big ritual on the 15th of June because the 5 stands for Hay, Shekinah, this Jewish god filth parasite from Kabbalah. Think of Shekinah as the vehicle for the Rothschild rabbi awareness, an evil alien spirit. And 3, of course, stands for Binar, which is the top of the female pillar of the Kabbalistic tree, which is 3. 3 times 5 makes 15. So we suck dry the male in the Notre Dame ritual and give all that energy to the female with the female Rothschild rabbi parasite. And the person who's got all the male principles, yours truly, so they did the ritual, and of course the midsummer assassination has to be on the 6th term of the Fibonacci series, which is male, which is August. So I've booked to make sure I'm in Vietnam on the 1st of August, where the British and Americans are powerless because it's a proper country, not ruled by Rothschild rabbi aliens. And as you've seen from my talking about Kabbalah and Enochian magic, the Chinese have a tremendous problem with Hong Kong, which will just get worse and worse. It's like a metastasizing cancer. So I'm always there to help if they pay me. If not, they'll see it just get bigger and bigger. They can't shut down the demonstrations by force, because then all the banks pull out of Hong Kong and the Chinese then lose trillions. So you see what a problem they've got. It must be magical soft power. And who's the master of all of that? Yours truly. Who is going to Hong Kong first? And we now need to add, to use the Book of Thoth magic of Crowley, a sacrifice. And I did say that all of the magic of the Illuminati had been reversed with them as the torture beasts. So instead of a male getting sacrificed, what would we sacrifice?
Female.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And since we did it on the 15th, how old do you think the sacrifice would have to be?
15.
And she would have to come from the Rothschild rabbi bloodline, wouldn't she?
She would.
And she would have to die, if you're going to do it exactly right, on the 7th month, which is all about killing, 7th term of Fibonacci series 13, on the 8th day for the male principle. Because remember, zero-sum game, if you're not going to burn alive the ultimate male, which is me, it's not because I've got a big penis or big balls, not even massively big. I think Taylor's about my height. Maybe a little bigger, especially with heels on. But I've got all the male principle, which, as we've seen, makes the quantum fields solid. And makes the matrix solid, makes Enochian magic solid, traps you in the cube. So of course, just by chance, let's see if we can find it, we had our sacrifice of our little Jewish girl, to complete the ritual day started. Then, as you can see, we've got another here, another Christ, Assange, trying to save the world. Britain's Christ, according to the white people, who's going to save them from the Muslim horde. His name is, what's his name? Yaxley Lennon or something. Yeah, Yaxley Lennon, a convicted fraudster who goes by the alias of Tommy Robinson, who was jailed to be another Assange. Remember, the Illuminati always like their Christs who want to save the world, and always, what do they do to them? They always torture them. Good. You see why I'm not into saving the world. I like being rich and leading my multi-millionaire playboy lifestyle, the Tim Tony Stark Refat lifestyle in the Far East. See, and there's the Chinese problem. Same bit. You can't make it up. And here, of course, we've got the big sacrifice carried out by the reversal of the Notre Dame ritual. Let's read through it, shall we? It's nice rubbing it in to the Rothschild rabbis. Dear God, can I have my beautiful girl back? Ben Goldsmith's anguished plea after child's death. This comes from the Daily Mail. I like the Daily Mail. I don't think they like me much, but I like them. Friday, July the 12th. And for those in the future, 2019. By Amelia Clark, because I always like honouring the reporters who bring me good news. Ben Goldsmith. This is one of the Goldsmith, Rothschilds, Rockefeller, Oppenheimer, Bronfman family. They all intermarry. They're all the Rothschild rabbi main carriers, the infection carriers, the line, the important elite. Ben Goldsmith last night spoke of his indescribable grief after the death of his teenage daughter. It didn't bring me grief. I thought, yeah, I've got the power, I use it. I did warn you, they shouldn't have tried to burn me alive. So we know who was the Midsummer. The entire film, all the people who watched it, have been powering the death of the Jewish elite. And Anglo-Jewish elite, actually, because they always intermarry. Remember, Serena Rothschild wasn't Jewish. Jacob is. In a heart-rending tweet 3 days ago, after 15-year-old Iris was killed, the financier begged God to see his beautiful little girl again. No good begging God, God's dead. And screaming in Omega Hell. Iris died when her vehicle, a cross between a quad bike and a Jeep, overturned on the family's Somerset farm on Monday. They must have money to have a Somerset farm. This is the elite. Posting a photograph of Iris, Mr. Goldsmith tweeted, "Dear God, please can I have my beautiful, brilliant, kind little girl back? Please God, no. And if not, please take extra special care of her." Yeah, I'm taking extra special care of her, no Omega Hell. So if you listen to my 300 MP3s, you know what she's going through. Gotta have a hobby. I love her so much and I'm so proud of her. It hurts me so much I can't describe. That's good. It's not hurting me. Your pain feeds me. Mr. Goldsmith was told of his daughter's accident while playing a cricket match at Charterhouse School in Godalming, Surrey. You need a bit of cash to go to Charterhouse. He rushed from the game with his two elder sons, Frankie, 13, and Isaac, 11, back to Somerset. Iris was the niece of Conservative MP Zach Goldsmith and campaigner Jemima Goldsmith. Her father is the youngest son of Lady Annabel Goldsmith and Sir James Goldsmith, who was the Jewish boy, the late financier and referendum party leader. And of course, it gets worse. Why would she be picked? Why? Well, who did Jemima marry? Exactly. Who is the Pakistani Prime Minister. And of what faith is yours truly?
Muslim.
Exactly. So of course, as we've explained, the Rothschild rabbis were trying to get into the Muslim race via the Goldsmith family to try and infect, which of course has purged the Muslim race of the filth of the Rothschild rabbi alien parasite. Hence, you see, the reason why. This is going to upset a lot of people, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good.
And Amelia Clark was also the real name of Daenerys.
Was it?
Coincidentally, yeah.
All right, that's good.
With an alien leg.
That's fun. A family friend said earlier in the week, "This is the most awful accident. Iris was a complete firecracker, an absolute delight. Everyone in the family loved her to bits. She was beautiful, charming, intelligent, wonderful company, and absolutely the loveliest person you could meet." Iris had just completed her first year studying for GCSEs at Wycombe Abbey a 12,980 a term independent girls boarding school in High Wycombe. They're not poor, are they? Buckinghamshire. James Hook, the headmaster of her former school, the Harrodian in Barnes, southwest London, said, "The school community is united in its grief over the tragic and sad news of the passing of its former pupil, Iris Goldsmith. Our thoughts, love and sympathies are with her family and friends at this awful time. Iris was the most wonderful, dedicated and talented pupil during her 7 years at Harrodian." That can't be cheap. "She was a kind, gentle and caring student who adored her school and her friends and was impeccably behaved. It is tragic that such a talented and vivacious child has been taken from us so young. They shouldn't have done the Midsummer film and the Notre Dame ritual, should they? They don't know what they're picking on. I don't play nice." You gotta love it. An inquest is expected to be opened in the coming days. Death by sacrifice. Iris's death is the latest tragedy for the Goldsmiths. I wonder why they're getting the tragedies. Lady Annabel's son, Rupert Burley, disappeared in Togo and was presumed dead. While another son, Robin, was attacked by a tiger at the private zoo of a family friend where he was mauled and scarred for life. And he was married to the friend of the Rothschild, Bint, who married Nathaniel Rothschild, we talked about last year, who blew her brains out with a shotgun, I think.
Is that Lucy Helmore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
See how it all links together. Isn't it fun? Magic's good. I love magic. Yummy, yummy. I love magic.
Where was, when we went to Wells Cathedral? That was Somerset, wasn't it?
Yeah. So we can simply put her, yeah, set south. There we go. Stick our orb on it. There we are. We now have the Book of Thoth magical system. All done. Simple. Tarot cards plus sacrifice. This then uses all of the power of the victim, which is the Western elite. Because remember, she comes from Goldsmith, who was a Jew, and the other one, the woman who was Goyim, like Bloom, a mulatto Jew. We're now using all the power of the Western establishment for my magic. You must admit, it's wonderful, isn't it?
Yeah.
All with a sacrifice done by the Catholic Church in the burnt down Notre Dame, turning Notre Dame now into a permanent hell engine, unless they can raise Iris Goldsmith from the dead. And remember, timeline changes, as we've explained, come by significant deaths. So the death of Daenerys Targaryen, even though it was in C space and H space, was enough to change timelines because she had 1 billion worshippers. The death of Serena Rothschild, similarly. Same thing, because the Rothschilds control the entire West. So we've had one timeline change, Serena Rothschild. 2 timeline changes with Daenerys. I brought Daenerys back from the dead to undo it. Which is now Katy Perry. Katy Perry now is Daenerys Targaryen, possessed by Daenerys Targaryen. She'll then, of course, lose the soul, and I can put Daenerys Targaryen then in another female. But Daenerys is now alive. If KP humiliates Bloom in the ultimate fashion, like she was humiliated by Bran, then she can come and be my High Priestess of Hecate, which, of course, do all my black magic stuff. So as you can see, life's fun. But here we've got the entire West at our disposal, and we've tuned it with Crowley's magic to be the Hanged Man, which of course is someone who's being tortured to death. Death, because we want to kill them all. The Devil, because of course we want to truly hellize them. The Tower, because we want to bring down Western civilization. well, you wouldn't call it Western civilization, you call it the West. They don't have civilization. Print money, give it to themselves at negative interest rates and get the public to pay them interest for giving themselves money at negative interest rates so they can buy up everything. Oh,
Here we go.
here we go, they're upset. The police are upset. And then, of course, all love affairs reversed to give us the Perry brand of lovers. Now we bring up all the Rothschild Rabbi Empire. There we are. That's it. And we've got the 5 for hyperinfinity, which collapses the quantum wave function. 1's hyperinfinity and 5. So now what we've done is completely lock in the West forever, unless they can raise Iris from the dead, into this hyperinfinite mode. And as you can see from the police helicopter going mad in the background, the British government has lost it. Completely and utterly lost it. You know, the day after you put the steel door in the flat,
Yes.
there was a huge lorry parked on the curb. Police, special operations,
Really?
yeah, bringing in new heavy microwave equipment, desperate to try and burn me out the bunker.
Wow.
That was the next day.
Wow.
Take some. Oh, they can't see it yet.
They're behind the trees.
It's fun.
Yeah.
They're upset.
I'll get a glimpse between the trees. I'll turn the camera. It's over there. Oh, I missed that. Big Sea
Anyway.
King.
Sorry.
It's the Big Sea King.
Oh right, it's military then,
Yeah.
or navy.
They wrote. I saw him. Same one. I noticed that one 2 days ago, right over me.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
30 miles down the road.
Wow. Now, of course, we've set the entire West. This is the entire West. Remember, Crowley saved the world from the Nazis using magic, changed the timelines. Now, of course, what we've done is change the timeline to the only future for the West and Israel and everything Zionist is this. So, relationships completely destroyed, total evil taking them. The tower, so we've got Cumbra Vieja, Yellowstone, San Andreas, New Madrid fault line, Oregon Rift, among a few. Plague. Yeah. We've got the Hangman, which is remote killing, as we saw with Iris and Serena Rithschild, and death. Now, of course, we can call up the Tory party, of which Goldsmith is a member. There we are, Tory party. So that the entire Tory party is poisoned by this ritual. The entire British elite. There we are. The UK and all of its futures. Good, eh? You gotta love it. And everything else associated. There we are. So that's, and of course, I do like to add more to the mix, just as an experiment, because of course this lot, the Jewish elite and the WASP elite, own sport. So now we're going to go to the NBA and see whether we can permanently damage and take away the ability of the basketballers, in 40 top basketballers in the NBA. Why am I doing this? Well, simply because using magic you can control sport. So every aspect of sport is controlled by yours truly. So Man City, the good Muslim team, winning And I have zero interest in basketball. In fact, I find it incredibly boring. Don't like playing it, don't like watching it. So it's good to ruin basketball in one fell swoop using our pre-arranged sacrifice. So here we've got the 41 highest paid NBA players in 2019 by Lance Cartelli, July the 9th. And these seem to be the highest paid sportsmen on the planet. So we've got the ones to be dealt with. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Stephen Adams, they're both worth 25.8. LaMarcus Aldridge, 26. Drew Holiday, 27. Hassan Whiteside, 27. Andre Drummond, 27. This is a year. Bradley Beal, Anthony Davis, Otto Porter Jr., D'Angelo Russell, Karl Anthony Towns, Devin Booker, and Kristaps Porzingis. There we are. That's the first ones to be processed. So we'll see. It'd be good to check out next year whether Crowley's magic has worked. Now we need to weigh them down. Better hold it low way. So we go next to Nikola Jokic, Joel Embiid, Andrew Wiggins, CJ McCollum, DeMar DeRozan, Nikola Vucevic. We're up to 28.4 million. Kevin Love, Damian Lillard, Paul Millsap, Chris Middleton, Tobias Harris, Kyrie Irving, Mike Conley, and Gordon Hayward. We're up to 32.7.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, well, that's number 15. Next, Kemba Walker, Jimmy Butler, Klay Thompson, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Blake Griffin. We're up to 35 million. Kyle Lowry, LeBron James, 35.6. John Wall, Kevin Durant, James Harden, 38.2. Chris Paul, 35.6. Russell Westbrook, 38.5. And Stephen Curry at 40.2 million a year.
He must be special.
Who?
Stephen Curry.
I don't know. It's not going to be special now. Here are their pictures. There we are. This was the idea of my New York vampire who loves basketball. He wanted me to threaten to do them in unless I got £1 million each, and I said, you can't do that, that's money with menaces. I'll do them in for free. And these are the clubs who are afflicted by me. There we are. Now we stick them in. And of course which does all the negative stuff, and we're going to hellize them. So we'll see whether they get injured, lose talent, get afflicted. So it's good. If they're statistically worse next season than this season, it'll then be proven that this ritual worked. So I like to do scientific experiments. These are my laboratory mice. Now, rather than doing extensive cursing, which and all the other mumbo jumbo, I've simply stuck cursing into power rings. So that one curses you. The silver one, which also controls Hecate's power because she's into silver, has the double dragon on to destroy you and take away all the goodness in you. And of course the last one is the Kabbalah ring with the 3 diamonds to stick you into new improved Kabbalah hell, Gehenna, built by the Rothschilds, taken over and super improved, because if it ain't broke, don't fix it, by yours truly. Works. Yeah, already hellizing. Love it. Yep, it's good, isn't it?
Big man hurt.
I enjoyed that.
I need to take care of you.
As you can see, it's working. You can't make this up. You can't make it up. Right, let's start. So, 7th finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we are. So we've cursed them. Next, we're going to destroy them, take away all their talent. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we are. Because remember, it's the. And the last one. Remember the underground car park? Had 10 levels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go on, kill. Kill. Ho, ho, ho. We also do the Ram's Horn. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we can stick in Amalek, because remember all these basketball clubs are owned by rich Jews or rich wasps, and they all intermarry. There we are, it's done. I saw that collapse, so any talent now it's gone. So we'll see next season. You can check whether they have been afflicted. Put under that. So as you can see, this book of Thoth magic is absolute child's play. Now, of course, if you've got your super enhanced kit, you can take these away. We still got the sacrifice. And you can choose good ones. We're doing 5 because of the hyper infinity. But once you've done it, you can increase. So, what do you want? Full. Oh, give yourself magic. We've done the 5 already, you see. So we've locked in, built the system. High Priestess. I think I'm going to be afflicted with High Priestesses, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Empress. Yeah. The Emperor. Yeah. And of course we changed the direction. Beep, beep. As you can see, magic is super simplified by yours truly. What's the point having super complicated long rituals that don't work? It's crap. It's all to do with power, size space. The Hierophant, that's a good one. The Chariot, yeah, why not? Enoch and the Chariot. Strength, yeah, that's a good one. The Hermit, yeah, the Hermit, sure. Nah. Justice, nah. Justice. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. Temperance. Nah. Temperance. Star. Yeah, star's good. The Moon. Yeah, all the Hex Team magic. Keep her happy. The World. Yeah, complete domination of the world by me. Judgment. Judgment by me. Nah. A world of just pure power. Total dictatorship. The Sun. Yeah. Solar flare. Burn them alive. And the Fall. No. There we are. What have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12, of course, stands for the good number. Good stuff. 12th term of the Fibonacci series is 144. And here, we simply take out all the power. Wand. This one was found on the beach. Remember we did the beach ritual with the Rothschilds? Found on the beach, see? Links up. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whee. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whee. And in it goes. Ooh. And we get the orb. And there we go. That's it. So, as one can see, you can do good stuff for yourself and bad stuff for your enemies. Just take a picture. And as you can see, it's all done by blood sacrifice. So you can see why the Illuminati go around killing people in their temples, and why 250,000 children a year are dispatched all over America. I think about 500,000 vanish, and they breed them as well in secret nurseries to be sacrificed. Here, of course, the Rothschild elite are breeding their people to be slaughtered by magic. And as you can see, if you're the ultimate black magician, you don't need to go around kidnapping people and killing them. You simply kill them. It's called remote killing in the military terms. Here, of course, all this good stuff now has come to me, and we've set the entire reality using Crowley's Book of Thoth to bring all the good stuff to me, which has to be the only aim. Because, why? Because I'm worth it.